inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking-stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that is.
I'll be trying to figure that shit out too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
Here's what's crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He everywhere, yo. He unstoppable.
Instagram.
His YouTube shorts.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. You were talking about. I was like, you got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. All I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got
No, he's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
He's funny. Yeah,
he's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people, Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comment. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now to me is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy who does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him.
He
oh my
basically,
God.
like,
good. Okay.
He's like, see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is
yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia, the reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks. I'm gonna fucking go. I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians. I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on, he did not say that. He did not say that.
No, he did. He said, just doing God's
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, you know, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or 2 ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen.
Really?
And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky too, responding to a crowd like that too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
One of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
There we go. Pod mic engage. Welcome to the stream. You are welcome to tug on it. We're here live with Rumble explained by an expert, mostly the show Gutfeld. For the next 2 hours, we're going to be playing Gutfeld bingo. Get your bingo cards. You've got 4 minutes to go. I apologize for the late start. I was utterly overwhelmed by trying to find a appropriate Rumble video that is not Gutfeld before we could watch something on the stream here. We got
hello.
Thank you for following us. Thanks for the little kiss. Let's see here. Now, I mean,
okay, we'll edit laughter in
let
there.
me get a. I'm gonna open this next panel, and it's not going to be. It's gonna be blank, frankly. And then I'm gonna go to here, and now it's fine. So I just saw this thumbnail. I didn't click on it, but this is what I'm looking at here. I'm trying to decide which comedy themed thumbnail we can look at. Apparently Michelle Obama's coming for the whites, which was news to me. I did not know. There is more light. I'll be right back. I can't let my neighbors see that I'm discovering a lot of truth right now. I'll be reported, because here in Austin, it's a very liberal city. You know, a lot of people don't like when the truth is found out. They call the police. So we're taking a look here. Now, Michelle Obama's coming for the whites. I don't know what this means, so I'm just going to click on it and investigate. And here is an AI rendition. Look at these two lovely whites about to get attacked by Michelle Obama, the first lady, who I guess is on a rampage.
You know, just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, you know.
It is comedy. I thought this was going to be a serious news thing, but this is okay. It's comedy. So Benny Johnson, famous American comedian, has altered this footage of Michelle Obama to make her the predator, which is very funny because that's not really what she looks like. And then I guess the journalist, journalist, you know, whatever that means. Anyone, I don't really listen to anyone who's not a comedian. Is interviewing her here.
That warms my heart, particularly as a black man. You know, would you?
What's up, guys? Spending.
Did they use AI for the voice as well? This is next level comedy. You know, in the old days, you know, 8 months ago, comedians would have to go through so much shit to make a sketch. You know, you have to get all your friends together, you have to get some cameras. Brian would have to go out and buy like 36 lights. And it was a real... Now you could just go to an AI program and just type in funny sketch with Michelle Obama as predator. And it'll just blast it out. And then it provides a very funny intro for your program.
Cognitive dissonance is holding two competing ideas in your mind at the exact same time and believing they are both true. It is the sign of a sociopath. You should stay away from these people. You definitely shouldn't give them power. Michelle Obama is one of these people, and she's having a full-on mask-off moment here where Michelle Obama is contradicting herself.
This comedian, Benny Johnson, 470,000 followers. Give him a follow here on Rumble. He's very popular, which means he must be very good. Got almost 500,000 followers. Cannot be wrong. Check him out on Rumble. Very funny guy. But we've got some Gutfeld bingo to get to. I don't want to delay any further. I know how hungry our audience is for these guts. These Gutfelds. We got 14 signed up for Gutfeld bingo. You've all had 10 minutes, 15 now. Class is in session. Bingo's about to start. If you win bingo, if you're new here, you have to play bingo on Twitch. It's the only way to play it. And if you win, you get a link to a video you think needs to be explained, and I'll do my best to explain it. And if you can stay in the Rumbleverse somehow, that's even better, because it will almost start to make sense why this is a Rumble-themed stream. All right, there we go. Gordo's the chosen one. So if you don't have a bingo card, you can cheer for Gordo here. Busting nuts and busting a gut over Greg Gut. Amen. So the uploader of Gutfeld, whoever they are, thank you for your service. They've titled every episode of Gutfeld as Monday, but on different days of November. Unfortunately, there was a repeat. I guess there was breaking news last week. Probably something to do with the Epstein Files hoax, which is also no longer a hoax as of yesterday night.
You know, Jack, everything comes at a cost, bud.
Travis Gravity. Thank you for the kiss. Mwah.
You're welcome to tug on it.
You are welcome to tug on it.
Thank you. Just a heads up, if you want the souffle, you have to order it now.
Okay, a little fast joke off the top there. If you want the souffle, you have to order it now. So that's a joke about how when you go to restaurants like Greg goes to, fancy restaurants where you can get souffles, you often have to order the souffles early because it takes a long time to prepare that dessert. It's a bit of a high maintenance dessert there. So bit of a humble brag. I don't think we have that on the bingo card here, but I'm gonna say Gutfeld fucks. Because if you go to restaurants with souffles, you're fucking.
Happy Monday, everyone. So President Trump is promising a $2,000 tariff dividend to every single American. Yeah.
Congratulations, guys. Hey, that's, someone might say that's socialism, but I say no.
Yeah. Which will bring Don Lemon's annual earnings to $2,000.
Guy.
He's a dirtball.
Ooh, a little explanation there, yeah. I thought he was going to say he's gay. Usually we get a Don Lemon gay joke there, but the jokes about Don Lemon generally are that he's unemployed and he's gay. If you guys remember Don Lemon, he was fired from CNN about 11 years ago now. He was a large figure on that channel. But I forget what he was fired for. Probably being too liberal.
President Trump also reportedly wants to name the Washington Commanders' new arena Trump Stadium.
Trump Stadium.
No word yet if he wants to rename the team the Orange Skins.
Got him. See? Some people say Gutfeld doesn't make fun of Trump, but he got him. Trump has orange skin. Don Lemon is a dirtbag, but Trump has orange skin, so he got him. Fair and balanced here on the Gutfeld show. Is race, yes. The orange skin, there's so few race of orange left in this world. A very rare race of people that occupied. They just live in Florida, which is crazy. But the people who have orange skin generally live in Florida, and there's not many.
The State Department has ordered visa officers to deny immigrants who are obese.
Uh-oh. Deny immigrants who are obese. Oh, man. Rosie O'Donnell? Rosie O'Donnell coming back from Ireland? Hey? Is fat. Yeah, I'm going to give you is fat off the top here. Or, Castros is the right idea. Pritzker. We know Pritzker's usually the fat guy in these joke situations, but Rosie O'Donnell famously lives in Ireland now, so and is legendarily fat. So I think I'm leaning Rosie on this one, guys.
Hardest hit, immigrants coming from Fatganistan.
Oh, and instead, we are hit with a clever wordplay joke, a combination of fat and Afghanistan. America famously, I think they still occupy Afghanistan. Sometimes when you occupy so many countries, you just sort of start to forget about them. But yes, I think they still are involved in. So that's a funny joke. But also, people in Afghanistan are generally hard up for nutrients right now. So double funny. Actually, no, they're gone now, aren't they? They're gone. Oh, I got Iraq and Afghanistan confused. Can you believe? You know what? I think just for the purposes of this joke, I think America should get back in. I think they should. So I don't look like an idiot. They should get back in there. Maybe they will.
It was really silly, but it was funny earlier.
I did misexplain. What is up with me today?
Iran is facing an unprecedented drought. It's so bad. Earlier today, in fact, the Supreme Leader...
And Iran is different as well.
outlawed all wet burqa contests. According to a new study, being too attractive on social media may result in fewer likes.
Okay, let me just explain that one. Wet burqa contest. So burqa is what some Islamic people wear. The joke is that it's a very conservative garment, so they would not have a wet burqa but a wet t-shirt contest is a hallowed American tradition in which preferably large-breasted women get water dumped on them to then expose their breasts for the pleasure of guys in the audience. It's an old tradition, dates back to the early Revolution. I don't know if you guys know that new Ken Burns just dropped on Sunday, The American Revolution. I think he covers it. I think wet t-shirt contests started again in Florida early in the 1700s, and the British did not like this. British, very conservative, wanted to tax the wet t-shirt water that would be used for these contests. But the Americans said, no. We're Americans. We are orange, and we like our women exposed. Study finds being too attractive on social media may be killing your engagement. That doesn't make any sense. But it also wouldn't be a problem for Kathy Griffin.
In a related story, guess who's blowing up on Instagram?
Fuck, Brian Kilmeade. Oh, he's going after his own on this one. We got word jokes. We got Brian Kilmeade. We even had a Trump joke in this program. Really, the gloves are on today on Gutfeld. I'll give you a slip up on that one.
Not a good-looking man. In Washington State, a large sea lion blocked traffic on a busy road.
Okay. This one might be J.B. Pritzker. Come on.
And I thought New York City was the only place with a sea lion problem.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. See, when I if I saw, try to explain my logic here. If I saw a group of sea lions, I would have automatically thought, that's the view right there. I mean, it's obvious. But one sea lion, now I'm kind of narrowed down. There's going to be a singular, there's going to be one Democrat. Tough. What's tiresome to guess? I don't know, actually.
They'll even applaud the bad view jokes. Thank you. Gavin Newsom told Jake.
They'll even applaud the bad view jokes. Did self-burn?
Tapper that, quote, women out there need better men. And one woman strongly agreed.
Is that Gavin Newsom's wife?
See, that's his ex-wife.
That's his ex-wife. See, I didn't even know who she was, but I knew the joke. So it's important to know the joke sometimes before you even know the person. See, that works in every situation. I'm going to give you women are annoying on that one, even though the joke is that Gavin Newsom is annoying. Casket
In
Butch.
case you're not following, I put that up there. In Ireland, reports of a lion on the loose turned out to be a dog with a fresh haircut. I believe we have a picture.
I knew Rosie O'Donnell was going to be in this episode.
According to a report, Pornhub's biggest search category on election night was big butts.
On election night, big butts. People looking for big butts on election day. Now, is this going to be another wordplay joke? Or is this going to be people looking for J.B. Pritzker?
Wow, Katie Porter might have a chance after all.
Never mind. Katie Porter's
I
fat.
know.
Is that joke?
I agree. Finally, Barry Williams, who played Greg Brady on the Brady Bunch, said he was warned about his sexual chemistry with his sister, Maureen McCormick. I know the feeling, said one woman.
That's an old one. I haven't seen an Ilhan Omar is incest joke in a long time.
I must be too old because I don't get these jokes.
Whoa, Greg. Never admit that. Maybe that's a joke. I mean, there's no way Gutfeld doesn't get his own jokes. Come on. He writes them.
All right, so Jimmy Kimmel's wife, who's also the head writer and executive.
Oh, shit. This is going to be a Jimmy Kimmel Smackdown, you guys. Crack a beer. Throw some steaks in the frying pan. We're about to hammer Jimmy Kimmel. Get this guy.
Producer of his crappy show, has some thoughts about her Trump voting family. And get this, they're not good.
To me, them voting for Trump is them not voting for my husband and me and our family. And I unfortunately have kind of lost relationships with people in my family because of it. It's like this is not just Republican versus Democrat for me anymore. It is, to me, it's family values. I feel like I'm kind of in constant conflict and I'm angry all the time, which isn't healthy at all. I like personalize everything now. I wish I could like deprogram myself.
Can you guys hear the crowd already laughing? The crowd is already laughing. They're already laughing. This lady hasn't finished yet, but because they're laughing because this lady is upset with her Trump voting family. Which is like, dude, calm down. Like, why are you so triggered? Why are you so triggered? Huh? You should this is what you don't understand. Democrats are emotional and they get upset. Trump voters are very emotionally centered. They're very calm. I think if you meet them, they're calm, logical people who simply examine the facts and they don't care about your feelings. And Democrats are crazed. And so this is why the crowd's already laughing, because they're like, oh my God, classic Democrat, reminds these people a lot about their families, members who have completely cut them out of their lives for like just no reason.
Self in some way.
Her relatives must be so grateful.
That's what I'm talking about. See, Greg probably hasn't seen his family in years. Good riddance. Good fucking riddance. Coastal elites, yes. I mean, the joke, and I will even say that they were laughing at the coastal elites, and that's why they were laughing as well. It's classic.
But deprogram in some way. Isn't that what ABC wanted to do with Jimmy's show? But she means rescuing someone from brainwashing, and that someone is her.
Exactly. This is, if you guys get into arguments, most of the day now is political arguing. People wake up, you do your work for most of the day, But at the end of the day, you have to have at least an hour-long political argument with someone. You know, it's just, it's the way democracy works. And, you know, what Greg does here is she is saying that her family members are brainwashed. And you guys might find this as well. When you talk to your family members, I assume a lot of you go home after work and you're like, I think that Greg Gutfeld is the funniest show on television. And a lot of your family members might say to you, hey, I think you've been brainwashed. And now what you do in that situation is you say, actually, no, you're brainwashed. And it's like the perfect response, because how do they respond to that? Because they've just accused you of being brainwashed, and you're like, actually, no, you're brainwashed. It's kind of checkmate, because they can't say it 3 times, because then they look like a fool. So next time you guys are with your families and you're talking about Gutfeld bingo, and you're like, you know, and you guys are talking about the auto pen and how the View is entirely one seal, and your family's like, you guys might be brainwashed. Just say, you know what, fuck you, you're actually brainwashed. And then that's it. You win.
Which is kind of good news, a patient finally realizing the answer to her affliction, and it makes sense. Oh, God, she's so tired of being angry all the time. But that's not a condition. That's a choice.
Exactly. Thank you. The liberal, and I've said this dozens of times because Greg has brought it up, liberals need to stop fighting and simply relax and allow the Republicans to rule the United States with like the adults that they are for the rest of their of time. I mean, then if you're not mad, then it's fine. Then you don't have to be mad anymore. Then it's easy, right? As Tucker said, you know, Daddy's home. Let Daddy control the country, and don't be so mad. Just live your life. Just live your life.
You can't spend all day spanking yourself and then wonder why your ass hurts. We all have the power to decide what we do with our brains. You fill your mental shelf space with one relentless thought, and that's all you're going to experience. It's like the women at my gym when they see me doing squats.
See? This isn't brainwashing. When Greg Gutfeld tells you to change your thoughts, that's not brainwashing. He never used the word brainwashing. He's simply telling you to change your thought pattern. Very simple.
You end up programming yourself to believe all men have unbelievable quads. But as Scott Adams says, you are what you think. And that explains why so many Democrats have gone nuts. If all you think about is Trump hate, it's going to come at a cost to all your other thoughts, which may be why this estrangement thing is a bigger problem for the left. A recent survey found that 50% of libs would cut off family over politics. Only 11% of righties would do the same. Some Nazis.
Yeah, was again, liberals are super concerned and obsessed with what is going on with other people. But conservatives, the more emotionally stable ones, don't give a living fuck what happens to any other person in their country, because it's not their problem. It's a much more peaceful life.
I mean, sure, liberals can annoy us, but sometimes it's nice to hear from a rational Democrat. Like during the holidays, or when they announce that your macchiato's ready.
Yeah, that Democrats are off to they're quite pathetic, because they not only do they never work, but they also work at Starbucks or McDonald's, and they're just people that work at those places in customer service are subhuman scum. Don't forget that.
So, like a week-old chalupa coursing through Jerry Nadler's bowels.
There he is. And chalupa is a very funny word. There he is, Jerry Nadler, poop in his pants. We got there. This has been a very unorthodox Gutfeld. You know, we had the View, but no Jerry Nadler word. I thought he would show up here.
This estrangement only goes in one direction. Why don't we see stories of Trumpers disowning their kin? Maybe it's because we can handle being wrong because it's not tied to our...
Yeah, there's literally no footage of Trumpers going insane. I mean, no, there's literally no evidence. I can't even name one instant when people who support Trump lost their mind.
Self-worth. But for the left, politics has become so intertwined with ego. And what drives them mad is that we don't share that same defect. There must be something wrong with us, not to care as deeply as they do. Mrs. Kimmel sent a 10-point email to her relatives before the election to sway their vote and was so distraught that no one responded.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Again, why are you trying to convince these people to do anything or try to... Why would you try to talk to your family members? She shouldn't have even talked to them.
What did she expect? To hear, oh, you were right all along. How dumb of us not to see the wisdom behind your virtuous concerns. No, they're Republicans. They had better stuff to do.
Yeah.
Which leads to a bigger question.
They got lives.
Why does the virtuous liberal need you to agree with them? Why is it that so important? Could it be due to their own self-doubt about their own positions? Because if we're not as worked up over Trump as they are, they might wonder, could they be wrong?
Great rhyme in Gordo.
You saw this with vaccines and masks and lockdowns. When other people started rebelling, they didn't try to persuade those people. Instead, they got angry. But if anyone should take politics personally, it would be us. We, after all, lost one of our own. Charlie Kirk was murdered, and yet we didn't let it consume us. We mourned. We honored him.
Yep. You barely hear about Charlie Kirk. You know, they respectfully were like, that's an unfortunate accident.
And we moved forward, leading our lives with politics in the back seat, not the front. That's what Mrs. Kimmel doesn't get. Because for them, every political disagreement is a betrayal. They wake up angry, go to bed angrier, and wonder why they can't sleep. Meanwhile, we still manage to live...
Has killed people. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Charlie Kirk was famously killed by maybe Hillary Clinton. We don't know. I mean, I'm not going to suggest it was Hillary Clinton, but no one has said it wasn't Hillary Clinton.
Laugh and show up to work without getting our shorts in a twist, unless, of course, we want a little extra stimulation. So maybe Jimmy's wife finally stumbled upon her own diagnosis. She's not mad at Trump.
If your shorts are all twisted up, it feels good on the genitals.
She's mad that she gave him squatters' rights in her head. She's realizing her misery isn't coming from her relatives, it's from within. And that the cure for chronic outrage isn't another protest, it's perspective. Put down the phone, stop scrolling, and believing that every different opinion is a declaration of war. You diagnosed yourself, and congratulations, you're now one step closer to a cure.
Boom. Great point. Let's see if Tyrus is in the... No Tyrus.
Yes.
No Tyrus on that episode. Hey, we got through quite a lot of bingo cards on that one. And nobody has won bingo yet. But yeah, great joke, but a great point, right? If you guys feel like some of the liberals in your life are freaking out and trying to tell you certain political policies are wrong, just tell them to never think about politics ever again, and just and maybe also tell them to speed up on your coffee order because they're probably fucking losers. Come on, Tyrus. What's going on with Tyrus, guys? Is he okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Happy Veterans Day. And out of respect, tonight I'm going commando. All right.
Oh yeah, it was Veterans Day last week. To honor the veterans of the Boer War, World War I. World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Venezuelan incursion, the Panama experiment, the Bosnian intervention, Iraqi Freedom Part 1, Iraqi Freedom Part 2, Afghanistan Part 1, and there's, am I missing some? Oh, and of course, all the brave drones that continue to fight in countries all over the world, because technically, if you're not touching the ground, it's okay. Syria,
So the audience at The View started
Libya,
when Whoopi told them that John Fetterman was an upcoming guest.
the war on Christmas, yes. And let's not forget the war on all the veterans of the war on Christmas. Yes, do stuff and things. Very good point there. Whoopi Goldberg. Who was wanting Whoopi Goldberg? Here you go. John Fetterman, darling of the right. Whoopi Goldberg, Satan.
But they settled down and returned.
And
out of respect, tonight I'm going commando. All right. So the audience at The View started booing.
Okay. Going commando is a joke about when you have no underwear. I'm not sure why it has to do with commandos. I don't know if it's a military strategy to have no underwear. It's funny, though, to imagine Greg's loose penis.
When Whoopi told them that John Fetterman was an upcoming guest, but they settled down and returned to their mooing.
To their mooing, because they're cows. Yes.
The International Olympic Committee announced it will ban biological males from competing in women's Olympic sports.
Good. Got him. Big applause break from the crowd. Matthew Johnson with the $5. Myles, this is such a fun way to start the week. Do you have any suggestions for improving my grind set so I can be a high-value male like you? Absolutely. Matthew Johnson, it's Monday. You're out grinding. You've donated $5, which is a really good start to improving the grind set. I find giving me money really helps with the grind set and helps you become more successful. So just keep doing that. That's a good first step. Second step, I would say cut all Democrats out of your life. They're exhausting. And if that happens to be every person you know, good. They're dead weight and they're keeping you from achieving business success. Also, I would say, just don't stop moving in the daytime. I know your body sort of wants to stop moving every once in a while. You need to resist that. Get yourself a standing desk, a walking desk. If you don't have those,
you're welcome to tug on it.
Just sort of tremble in place if you need to. But staying still is for the weak.
Better luck next time, Randy Weingarten.
Hey, there we go, misgender. We knew we were going to get that. I'm going to say trans athlete policies number 65. And we've got misgendered number 45. Someone must be getting close to bingo here.
Doctors in both the UK and US have performed the first ever remote-controlled surgery on a cadaver.
And the cadaver would be Joe Biden. Come on. Come on. I want to get one today.
And the patient is resting comfortably.
You're welcome to tug on it. There it is. And there it is. Thank you. Thank you, Gutfeld. You got to throw me a softball every once in a while so I can get this chat fired up. That didn't deserve that celebration, says DJ Garrick. It was pretty easy. He really did pitch that one right down the middle for me. But I don't think I got any perfect predictions on the last episode of Gutfeld, so I was feeling a little insecure. I'm not gonna lie.
Never gets old. Unlike him, never gets old. This week, it's expected to drop to a record
48.
low 49 degrees in Miami, and young men are being advised not to stick their tongues on stripper poles.
Hey.
Bingo!
Oh, Gordo. Congratulations, winning right during the stripper joke. We were just talking about Florida. Gordo, congratulations. Get your video ready. We're going to do a fast turnaround for bingo on this one because I am lacking the Rumble videos. Justin wasn't. Super Chat, 5 buccarinis. Dr. Anderson, any chance you'll lecture on another scripted show? What's a Girl to Do was a vibe. We have had a lot of requests for What's a Girl to Do. And you know what? Scripted. So here's the thing. I mean, I'd love to. I would love to watch full episodes of The Big Bang Theory. And that would take me probably days because there's so many jokes in that show. Literally every 4 seconds, there's a bazinga or a Penny, that's my spot. So I would love to do that. But What's a Girl to Do? We have a Christmas special saved. And we're going to do a big Christmas stream. And we are going to find out what's a girl to do at Christmas time. Because I think a lot of people are wondering that. Gordo. And it's time-stamped. A professional. Knows how to use a computer. Oh. There we go. Set up. Ready to go. By the way, thank you. Thank you, Justin, for the donation. I didn't even say thank you. What an asshole. Oopsies.
As you know, today is Veterans Day, where we salute our men in uniform, but also out of uniform.
Is that Pete Hegseth? Is that a Pete? Is this Pete Hegseth? Is this a Pete Hegseth joke? Oh. What is going on?
In uniform, but also out of uniform. Any excuse to run a shirtless Pete Hegseth photo.
It is. Okay. Is this actually him? Why does he have all these like Prussian symbols on his chest?
Yeah. I couldn't. Yeah. Snow fell across parts of New York City this morning. It was so
I just started watching Gutfeld. What am I doing?
Left and right. But not just that, she's proving exactly what the entire op was about the Obama
Find
family.
something funny on here. Let's find something funny on Rumble. Well, we wait 2 minutes for Gutfeld bingo to start. God, I think I talked a lot about weed on the last stream, and I might have got a contact high. Okay, let's see. A lot of live streams, a lot of Arc Raiders, classic war movies. Classic war movies in Fox News. What else do you need? Whoa. I'd click on this for 2 reasons. Am I right, chat? Oh boy, fun. What the hell? This is the trend. This is trending. This is top. See my recommended themes here. Deport all illegals. Change my mind. Stephen Crowder. We did him. He's a very funny comic. Roseanne Barr unleashes.
Few of you probably had to get it right. Were you forced to get the backs? Yeah. Boy, that makes me mad. They force people to get the vax. I hope they have to pay for that, what they did to us. Did you get any of that myocarditis or the facial paralysis or, the adult dropping dead?
Oh, hello.
Mega Trump 2028, welcome.
Dead syndrome or any of that shit? Get any of that? What happened to people? That they start believing for some reason that this government had their best interest at heart?
Wow. I didn't know you could open your mouth that wide. Boy, that's awesome.
What? My whole family's a bunch of libtards, as I said, and
Bunch of
they
libtards.
call me a
Bingo starts now,
conspiracy
guys.
theorist the whole time, but everything I said turned out to be true. Did they apologize? Hell no.
Hell no.
They never apologize. They never admit they're wrong, do they? Now
And this is a classic family situation. Where you've got the patriarch or matriarch, Roseanne Barr, who, in the course of her life, amassed an enormous real estate portfolio when a lot of land was really quite up for grabs, because it was still relatively freshly stolen from the native population. And then all of her libtard kids and their kids are just, working at Starbucks and complaining about the government and complaining about Trump, but they'd love to cut her out of their life, but they still need the little trickle down from that incredible real estate portfolio that a certain generation of people were able to amass with little to no effort. So it's quite the predicament that a lot of these libtards find themselves in. But, if they would stop complaining and thinking about Trump, they'd probably be able to improve their situation in life. I'm just saying, there's a little bit of advice from me, maybe stop thinking about Trump and start thinking about how you can flip properties. Back to Gutfeld. Back to shirtless Pete Hegseth. He looks good.
So cold. In fact, Bill actually got into bed with Hillary. I know. Nancy Pelosi's
Bill and Hillary, guys. And the joke is that he actually got back into bed with Hillary. Now, there was a rumor that Donald Trump blew Bill Clinton. And frankly, it's a disgusting rumor. And there's no evidence of it. So I don't want to hear it repeated in the chat. Because Trump is straight. And if you blow someone, that makes you gay. And it's funny to imagine doing that, but it's not funny to actually do it. Unless if you get blown, you're just having a good party. That is not, it's not really as gay. Let's see here. Hillary Clinton. Where is she? Okay, good. And we got Bill Clinton, and we got is a pervert.
His daughter, Christine Pelosi, said she won't run for her mother's House seat. She said it's hard to follow in her mother's footsteps.
Okay, this is kind of wild. Usually in America, and again, I am excited because I'm a big Ken Burns head. You may have noticed I'm a real You can see I've got a map behind me. Kind of a dead giveaway. I'm a real Burns boy. And the American Revolution documentary coming out is famously about America rejecting the British aristocracy to establish a freedom-based American aristocracy, which is also hereditary. So it's very strange that Nancy Pelosi's daughter would not, assume her blood right as a politician. Wonder why.
Because Nancy can turn into a bat.
She's a vampire. She's old. She's an old vampire. Nancy Pelosi is old. Perfect stuff.
Because she's a vampire. Former porn star.
Thank you for explaining, Gutfeld. He little explained it there. Some people will get confused of what mythical creatures have bat abilities.
Jenna Jameson said she now wants to help people
Winslow,
find
good
God.
point.
Well, she certainly made it.
Jenna Jameson wants to wants to help people find God. Where's this joke? This is a hard one to guess. Is Bill Clinton going to be involved in this? I mean, usually if there's porn stars or prostitutes or anything like that, Bill Clinton joke's right around the corner. And I would expect Hunter Biden as well, but we haven't seen Hunter Biden involved in quite some time.
Enough men call out his name.
Okay.
New York City public schools are facing their
22.
biggest drop in enrollment in 4 years. And if you do the math, you didn't go to a New York City public school.
That's a good joke about public schools in America. Yeah, Gutfeld, he knows that public schooling in America is quite... It's where losers go, basically. Winners go to private school, losers go to public school. But also, fuck the elites. Don't forget.
The state of Illinois is considering legalize assisted suicide.
J.B. Pritzker.
Well, it sure beats slowly eating yourself to death.
There he is. There he is.
It does.
He's fat.
It does. And finally, Ghislaine Maxwell said she feels much safer after being moved to a federal prison in Texas.
Much happier in Texas. Yeah, like everyone. I mean, fuck. Fuck, right? Now, but we don't like her, but we do like Texas.
Although she's a little suspicious of the brand new guard.
Hillary's gonna kill her.
She's more attractive as a guy. All right, so we've heard the Dems scream about the Trump shutdown.
67.
But now that the Senate Dems have ended it, our precious political class.
Bill just said her horse is named Bubba. Is this true? Or, I mean, so we have rules with the chat here. The chat has to be completely truthful. And I don't think we have, I think that's an implicit agreement. I think it's an implied. We don't actually have a contract, but I think when you read the chat or the comments on Jokes Explained or Bachelors of Music, you can be assured that they are 100% true and real. We got good patriots here.
Can't effing believe it.
I can't f***ing believe it. They f***ing caved on the shutdown. Democrats, you sold out the entire shutdown not to get what you wanted.
The shutdown may have been long and painful for millions of Americans, but at least it achieved jack squat.
And we are on day 41 of the Trump government shutdown.
Coastal
Democrats
elites
drew
here,
a line
guys.
in the sand. They said we are not going over this. And today, after 41 days, they pulled out a shovel and a bucket and they ate all that sand and got nothing for it.
I don't understand how a Democratic senator goes, wow, we won really big. Let me cave now.
And now they just caved and surrendered. I think Chuck Schumer, his days are over.
Even The View.
So the people who claimed the shutdown was so evil are sad.
The View. Guys, what was this all? It was wow. Okay, I don't. Okay, so Democrats. This is unprecedented because Democrats actually, they usually never criticize Democrats. They're like a total, like a brainwashed cult on that side. They literally never fight amongst themselves, unlike MAGA, which is very self-regulating.
That it's going
This is crazy.
away. That's like no longer being chased by a serial killer, but you're pissed because you aren't getting your cardio.
Exactly.
But now they're not even trying to hide the fact that they created the shutdown from the start. And they're enraged that their leaders caved like Don Lemon's futon on Fat Guy Friday.
Caved like Don Lemon's futon on Fat Guy Friday. Okay. A lot to unpack there, guys.
Oh, hello.
Best Griff is now following. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to Bingo. Now, we don't have Don Lemon on here. We're going to do is gay, though. This is obviously a gay joke. Because if you guys don't know, in the gay community, there's something called Fat Guy Friday, where a gay guy will find the fattest gay man or straight guy and just trick him, and then they'll have sex. Well established in the culture. I learned this from a Ken Burns documentary.
Yeah.
And he has a futon because futons are what poor people sleep on. And Don Lemon's poor because he lost his job.
So
There you go.
how was it Trump's shutdown to begin with? A shutdown causing so many awful things. He was starving children and...
Thanks for the subscription. Hey, Best Griff.
Check my fantasy team.
What do I get? I already know, Jack. Everything comes at a cost, bud.
Thank you for subscribing and giving a little kiss.
Causing planes to crash, and TV ladies had to forego their nail appointments.
I went and got my eyebrows done the other day, and my eyebrow technician was like, they're going to fire 2 technicians from here because all of our clients don't have money to come.
That's nothing. That is nothing. I know of one lady who had to lay off 4 beard technicians.
Rashida Tlaib. There we go. The joke is that she always has facial hair. That's always the joke. She has a mustache, she has beard. Sometimes she has a goatee. But this is a classic Gutfeld bit. We love it here on the channel.
Yeah. Well, she needed more than a squad. And now that the shutdown ends, the same dopes that pinned it on Trump are now blaming the Dems for ending it. They claimed compassion for those suffering, but were secretly behind it if it meant the Dems got something out of it. At least they're finally admitting it was the Dems shutdown. They owned this fiasco like Sonny Hawson's ancestors owned slaves.
So this joke is about did he flub the line? Let's hear this again.
Behind it if it meant the Dems got something out of it. At least they're finally admitting it was the Dems shutdown. They owned this fiasco like Sonny Hawson's ancestors owned slaves.
It is possible. Okay, so Ivan Top Gun says it's possibly a rape joke, which is possible because there's a lot of sexual assault and abuse that went on, obviously, in still and ever since. So yeah, it's dark. It's a dark thing to joke about, but and Gutfeld's not. He looks quite serious when he's so I think I don't know if this is a anti-rape joke or this is a I'm not sure. I can't really explain this one. I'm gonna give out Myles Can't Explain. I'll let you guys watch a Ken Burns about it.
And now Dems are calling on Chuck to step down. But if the shutdown were truly causing Americans harm, why would they call for his job? He was doing something good, am I right? That would be like James Carville firing his assistant for feeding him more mice.
The joke is that James Carville is a snake.
So I guess this means all those starving people really weren't starving at all. Kind of a bummer. I would have liked to see the media scramble to find this so-called starving brat. They'll probably settle with a chubby kid who identifies as starving, or what they call trans fat. Play on words. So this was merely a political stunt. But for what exactly? Well, before the shutdown, they were losing on every issue. They lost on the border, crime, and their trans bubble popped like a zit on
Their trans bubble. The Democrats could not maintain their trans bubble, which was very important to them. So true.
Leah Thomas's ball sack.
Wow, nice.
So they
45.
lashed on the health care, shut down the
65.
government, keep it going through Election Day. And now that these hacks want some contest, they want to keep their mojo by keeping the government paralyzed like Nancy's forehead.
Hey.
But it's no surprise. They prefer
That's a callback to the photo of Nancy Pelosi from earlier.
political gain over helping the so-called millions at risk. But we see through them like Brian Stelter's nipples in a wet t-shirt contest.
George Costanza.
They always create the problem, like illegal immigration. Then when Trump solves it, they freak out. They're like that raccoon that keeps tipping over your trash, and when you go out to scare him away, he gets up on his hind legs and hisses at you. At least I think that was a raccoon. It might have been Larry Kudlow on Furry Night.
Larry Kudlow.
Meanwhile, as the Dems plot politically, Trump's promising to send a $2,000 tariff dividend to non-wealthy Americans.
Nice. See? Free Trump bucks for the freedom lovers.
Which he's doing without raising billions in taxes or printing billions of dollars, unlike the COVID checks.
Yep, they're funded simply by tariffs. So if you have been spending more money at the grocery store, it's for a reason, because you're about to get more money back to yourself. Thank you. Finally, a president that understands economics.
Which did spike inflation. And so as the Dem rely on procedural confusion to shovel cash to insurance companies, Trump sends money directly to you. Trump's writing checks for real money while Dems keep writing checks that their asses can't cash, while staying oblivious to the writing on the wall. Trump didn't budge. How is this so surprising? It's what he does on everything. It's funny how the Dems have Trump on their brains all the time, yet are continually shocked when he does what he does. But we see it coming because for us, clarity works. It was, here's the budget, sign on the dotted line, pretty simple. Apparently too simple for a party that's still...
Jesus, yeah. Honestly, it's crazy. Like, why are the Dems... Why did they shut down? Like, it's called a budget and you sign it. You don't read it. You just sign it. The Republicans, daddy's home. They know how to run the country. I don't know why the Democrats are even putting up any sort of a fuss. Thank God the shutdown is over and they can concentrate on making money instead of just fucking complaining all the time. Let him do what he's going to do. A budget is something you sign. It's not something you read. They just don't understand this. They're truly unprecedented.
Struggles to define what a woman is. Yet they, ironically, were the ones left standing with the dicks in their hands.
Ironic. And that's a penis right there. Just wrecked. Another great period from Gutfeld. Thank you, Greg Gutfeld, for laying down the law. Let's get Tyrus in here. Period. Did he slip up? Still no Tyrus. Still no Tyrus.
I'm so glad you got past that mob of female autograph seekers. Good evening, everyone. JFK's grandson.
Hey, 18, female off the top. And it's a good thing he specified. Greg, I often say the same thing, you know, when I do a big Jokes Explained live press conference. I'm like, good thing I got past the crowd of female fans. if you have male fans or autograph seekers, that's a one-way ticket to being gay right there. And there he is, Jerry Nadler, back on the stand. He's probably gonna shit his pants in this joke.
Son Jack Schlossberg is looking to win the seat
Schlossberg.
held by retiring Democrat Jerry Nadler. I think we have a picture of the seat.
And that is a toilet seat. That is poo. And because it's a toilet, which we all know can also have pee in it, I'm gonna be generous and say this is a poo and pee joke here. That's twice the laughs. That's twice the laughs as usual. The Taladisco, thank you for the 40 bits.
Good luck getting Nadler off that thing. Donald Trump announced that Veterans Day will also be known as Victory Day. He then said Groundhog Day will also be called Day of Mourning for that thing on Maxine Waters' head.
Oh, Maxine Waters has a wig. That's a classic Gutfeld. That's right on the bingo card, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Trump, for renaming Veterans Day to Victory Day, because it's important to remember America wins every war, and veterans are fine. Best not think about them.
This week was the start of the 35th annual Housekeeping Olympics in Las Vegas. Doug Emhoff is judging the competition.
Because he likes to fuck nannies, because he's Kamala's husband, and he's a he fucks nannies. Twerk to Spec says, Myles, will you be streaming on Kick? Allegedly, I'm streaming on Kick right now. If it's lied to me, must be the Democrats. They probably took down my stream.
It's gonna see who can make a bed the quickest before his wife gets home. He actually banged a nanny. It wasn't really a maid, but we'll just leave it there.
Thank you, Greg. Okay, Greg kind of clarifies it a little bit there. Yeah, nannies are different than maids.
Zoran Mamdani plans to spend $1 billion to replace cops
75
on subways with social workers.
Oh my! How is a social worker gonna shoot someone? Oh my God! New York is over. If you guys live in New York, you want to come move to Austin. I know some great places to go. Yeah, Austin is kind of also full of liberals, so you kind of want to cluster around the mothership. We're kind of making the food is still good, but the taxes are not as bad. You got to have that balance of good food and no taxes.
He says most of that money will be used to pay for these social workers' funerals.
Yeah, they're gonna get fucking murdered. It's like this is what the liberals don't understand. It's a war, okay? The public space it's bad guys versus good guys. If you go outside without at least 2 guns on your body, there's gonna be migrant gangs. There's gonna be Mad Max guitar players. There's going to be crazed homeless people. There's going to be Democrat protest. It's just like you need to be prepared to defend yourself against the onslaught. I honestly suggest never leave your vehicle.
'Cause they're
61.
going to be murdered on the subway.
Yes. Exactly.
President
Thank you, Gordon.
Trump defended his plan to bring in hundreds of thousands of Chinese students, saying, I know what MAGA wants.
Which Chinese joke is this going to be? Which Chinese stereotype? Chat, do you guys know? Can you guess? Because based on past jokes about Chinese people, Greg really likes to hit the Chinese people do laundry joke. So let's see. Let's see if he does it. Or math. Laundry or math. One of those two.
And that's a great college ping pong team.
Fuck, we got a new one. Ping pong. Wow. New Chinese stereotype unlocked, guys. That's awesome. Hey, that's cool to be here for it. 55. But yeah, so we can expect to see this joke for years to come.
Amy Schumer, the comedian, has removed all of her photos of when she was fat.
Bingo! Manly Meat Man. Congratulations, and what a lovely username. I love it. What's your favorite meat, Manly Meat Man? I just eat livers. Doesn't matter the animal. All that matters is the organ. Manly Meat Man, is this your first win? I think you have to link a link in the chat now of a video you think needs to be explained. And you better do it quick, because I'm sure the chat wants to get back to this Amy Schumer joke very, very shortly. Link a link. I'll give you to the end of Roseanne. Now let me select the winner here. Let me get this out of the way. And this game, congratulations. And then let's get this bingo card ready to be distributed.
You're welcome to tug on it.
You're welcome to tug on it. Thank you, Mikey Davis.
My whole family is sick, what with blood clots and this and that and the other. They're all sick. I'm the only healthy one. I'm going to miss them.
Hey? Oh, man, not this again. We could find something else. Let's go to the feed. I mean, I just clicked on what was recommended to me here. It's not that much longer. How much longer we got here?
What happened to people, though? How can they line up to take these shots from this government, knowing that this government gave smallpox-infested blankets to the...
And yeah, honestly, a response I should have had when you say you don't want to watch Roseanne is, kiss my ass. That's what I should have said.
People gave syphilis to black prisoners in Tuskegee, told us there was weapons of mass destruction before they leveled Iraq and destroyed Libya, told us Fen was safe, and then all the fucking fat people died.
Defund the library.
What happened? And they're like, hey, can I get that booster?
You're welcome to tug on it.
That shot and those 15 boosters. Would you mind giving my daughter here that shot right in her eyeball after she's born? Could you give her 10 of those right in the eyeball? Could you give her a shot right in her little baby clitoris? Could you do that for me, Mr. Biden? What's wrong with people?
Yeah. So just a lot of medical facts there. A little bit of a medical rant from Roseanne Barr. And, you know, she might get some criticism for dispensing medical advice. Some people might say, hey,
every piece of...
she might get in trouble for dispensing medical advice because she's not a doctor. And some people might bring up doctors that might contradict her claims. But then these doctors don't even have nearly as much money as Roseanne. So fucking riddle me that. If they're so smart, why wouldn't they make more money than Roseanne? And I think we've mentioned this before. You know, if you're the smartest person, you have the most money. It's just so basic, because if you it's just the way life is, and liberals often don't acknowledge that. Oh, the Candace Owens podcast. That's a very funny show. Who's this guy? Oh, this is Dave Smith, famous comic.
What is the future going forward? Clearly, this is a huge change. Like, nothing like this has ever happened in right-wing, libertarian, conservative, whatever this is on the right politically. And this is a break. And I would just say two things. One, clearly this coalition can't hold together, obviously. But the core idea of MAGA, which is America First, it's this really simple concept. The U.S. government should really make a good faith effort to put the interests of U.S. citizens first. That's it. That's the whole idea right there. It's not a dangerous idea. It's not a Nazi idea. It's really the only idea.
It's not a Nazi idea.
That idea.
That's a good voice. I like when Tucker shifts. He's very, he can be very political. And he's a commentator, but he is first and foremost a comedian. And I like when he slips into his comedy a little bit.
Is the most popular idea ever introduced into American politics. It died in 1941 with Pearl Harbor, and everyone who espoused it, starting with Lincoln, was slandered as a Nazi, and it lay dormant until 2000.
Lincoln was called a Nazi? Is that what he just said?
It lay dormant until 2015. As a Nazi. Lincoln was slandered as a Nazi.
Lincoln was See, and I told you guys, I watch a lot of Ken Burns. I watched the whole Ken Burns Civil War. I had no idea Lincoln was slandered as a Nazi. Can we get that for the soundboard? I'm gonna have to save this for the soundboard. Lincoln was slandered as a Nazi. I like that as a I like that as a fact.
Everyone who espoused it, starting with Lincoln, was slandered as a Nazi.
Yep. Lincoln was slandered as a Nazi. Don't forget. You guys have you guys ever seen those podcasts from the 1860s where the Confederates are all on their SM-7Bs all talking about Lincoln being a Nazi?
And it lay dormant until 2000.
Sorry, bingo starts now. Get your bingo cards. We got 15 players, and we got 28 viewers on Twitch. That's like only 50% playing bingo ratio. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. I'm just saying it's the opportunity of a lifetime to get a link in the chat and get a professional explanation from the only professional joke explainer that is working today. So far, no copycats. All right, we're starting bingo with 20. 20 is way better. Thanks for hopping on the bus here. All right, let's get back to Gutfeld. Oh, he's about to lay into Amy Schumer here. Deletes her pre-weight loss social media photos. Oh, man. Classic. And yet the Democrats are always like, it's fine to be fat. It's beautiful to be overweight. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I don't want to look fat. This is why they should be hunted and put on a list. I've said it for years.
From social media, leading to accusations that she's racist against black men.
And there's the joke. So the joke is that black guys like to have sex with fat women. J.B. Pritzker-sized women. That's a classic joke. We've heard that joke for Joke's over 50 years, maybe even older than that now. So thank you. And without Tyrus there to laugh in the background, kind of risky, but you know Tyrus endorsed that joke, probably legally off stage. So very funny stuff. I don't think we have black people stereotypes on here, do we? Crazy. He's look at him. He's waiting for it. He knows he's waiting for the crowd to get it. Sometimes when you're not explicit about a joke that's this complex, you got to let the crowd catch up. This is what happens when there's no joke explainer to be like, boom, that's the joke.
Thank you. I'm going to wait you out. That is the best joke you're going to hear today.
And he does explain that that's the best. That's going to be the best joke. You know, you kind of always want to end with the best joke. So low expectations coming up here.
It's the best joke you're going to hear today. All right, and finally, residents of Prince Andrew Road in England are urging officials to change the street name due to the embarrassing association.
Prince Andrew Road, yeah. Because famously, Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, and other Democrats or British people were always hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. What should they change it to? What would a funny... Okay, is he going to make a joke about England? Or is he going to make a joke about Bill Clinton? It's hard to say. They're both fertile ground. He could say, oh, they're going to change it to Eel Pie Avenue, or he could do funny accent, be like, oh, we're going to change it to Jolly Old England Street. I mean, it's right there.
However, I'm not sure if the new name is going to be much better.
And he dunks on his buddy Jesse Waters there. There it is. Jesse Waters Boulevard. Very funny.
Yeah. All right, this is a great story. So a black lesbian walks into a town hall and asks a liberal congressional candidate to define what a woman is.
Does he even need to have a punchline? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I know I'm not really laughing, but I'm laughing right now. A black lesbian and a liberal. I mean, and the show. That's already just ridiculous.
And get this, her name is Hyman, and his name is Wiener.
Thank you, Gutfeld. Wiener is a penis, and Jamie Hyman was a famous Mythbuster from many years ago. So very funny stuff.
Sounds like I wrote this, but I didn't. And talk about destiny. But the congressional candidate, Scott Wiener, who's running for Nancy Pelosi's seat, gave an answer that would make Ketanji Brown Jackson sound smart.
Wow. Okay, so Ketanji Brown Jackson is also dumb. She's grouped into the camp with who else do we have on here who's always dumb? Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett is also always dumb. It's a coincidence that they're both black women. It's a coincidence, but they are always dumb on Gutfeld.
As a lesbian woman who was attacked in a woman's locker room at Gold's Gym this week by a self-identifying trans man with a documented history of domestic violence, I'm deeply concerned about women's safety in female-only spaces.
Oh no. This is the lib nightmare. A lesbian black woman was assaulted by a trans person in the bathroom, as predicted by Fox News. They said this would happen. And so what's this lib gonna say? How can he possibly rescue this situation?
What would you say to women who are seeking assurance that their safety will be protected from men who, by California law, can self-ID as women in women-only spaces, sir? Please tell me.
Yeah, so we want, everyone to be safe, and we also know that, we have trans people, both men and women, who are men and women. And so, so if you're trans women are women.
That is not an answer.
No. Oh my God. Wrecked. Get wrecked.
That's what happens when ChatGPT throws up in its mouth. But the mob in the room cheered for him anyway.
Oh.
But Tish Hyman, the black lesbian with more balls in the WNBA locker room, stood her ground. So she'd just been harassed in a gym
74.
locker room by a self-identified trans with a history of violence.
That's also the new that's the new term, is a trans. You don't want to have a trans in your bathroom. That's basically like having a terrorist in there.
This fiend once broke his wife's jaw so badly that she needed reconstructive surgery, and then he took her name. That's crazy. Well, if you can't beat them, I guess then become them. But for the woke, reality doesn't matter. Ideology does. And whether you can be bullied into saying something you know isn't true. But Tish wasn't going to be bullied.
I want to support you. I have millions of people behind me watching this right now. And we want to know, are you going to protect women? Not trans women, women. Trans women are different things. Women. Listen, we need to protect women's safety. I was assaulted. I was assaulted. No, they are not. They are men. I was assaulted by men. He broke his wife's jaw so bad she needed reconstruction.
Yeah, this is getting out of hand, guys. And it's well documented that women are incapable of violence. They just can't. They've got weak wrists. They literally can't. Even if they try, it's impossible. Unless it's Rosie O'Donnell, then you're in trouble. Yeah, well documented.
Surgery. I'm a lesbian. I'm not transphobic, and I'm black. So if there's another black woman in here who wants to tell me how they feel, please join in. But all of you are not. And I don't know who you are or what you are, but I'm a lesbian, and I'm telling you right now, men are harassing women in the locker rooms.
Yes!
Wow, there he goes. Yeah, this is the perfect clip, and it is probably represents the experience of at least 100 million people.
She should run for Pelosi's seat. But she wasn't done dropping the hammer.
We have to protect these women. We cannot be raped in the bathrooms by men that want to say they're women. They're not women. They're not women. I'm leaving. It's okay, but I'm not going to take it. I am leaving because you know what? You guys are not protecting women. You're doing a lot. The bills that you're passing for the law, I read a lot of them. They're great. But this things with the trans, it's not right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. And my name is Tish Hyman. You heard me, sister? All right. Don't let them use our blackness and our civil rights as a reason to pass weird laws for children to transform. It's wrong.
Yes.
Got him. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. It's finally good to see that when people recognize the number one issue in the world is the trans. People got it's. You know what annoys me is when people stop talking about trans. It's like sometimes I'll be at the grocery store and a guy will come up to be like, hey, sir, why are you putting all that hot chocolate powder in your bag and trying to sneak out with it? And I'll be like, this is crazy. We're talking about this when we should be talking about trans. I mean, it's unbelievable. There are people in the world not talking about trans right now. Can you believe that? Just crazy.
That last line hit harder than Joy Behar's ass dropping an anchor on a booth at Denny's.
Joy Behar's ass. Whoa. I haven't heard that one before. Well, I haven't heard that one before. Okay, she's fat. Obviously, is fat. Did her ass become a boat? Is she a boat in this joke?
All right, don't let them use our...
That last line hit harder than Joy Behar's ass dropping an anchor on a booth at Denny's.
So she is a boat in this. She's so fat that she's a boat, and I assume a big boat. A ship, as Casket puts, exactly. A mighty ship. Dropping an anchor at a booth at Denny's. Oh, yeah. That's a fat restaurant, too. Just great, huge dunks by Greg here.
Wiener, of course, is at the end of the slippery slope where men are women and pedophilia is the next alternative lifestyle.
Yeah.
For instance, this guy once suggested Drag Queen 101 for grade schools. Because nothing says education reform like kids watching a hairy bald guy belting out Donna Summer hits in a pink and yellow onesie. Although I wouldn't mind that. Wieners also advocated against adding adults who have sex with minors to sex offender registries. Which I guess is a way better solution than jailing them for molesting kids. And here he is at a kink festival. I've seen better bodies in a scurvy ward.
A scurvy ward. That's a good... Hey, on the theme of Ken Burns. Thanks for staying in the Ken Burns theme there and talking about scurvy wards, Greg, because they're bad. If you've ever been to a scurvy ward, it's a real disaster.
Not sure if they exist, but it sounds right. Scurvy ward. But underneath his little costume, he is today's left, a shield for delusion. But when a black lesbian shows up and spits facts, suddenly the lefties there, they didn't know who to protect. It's their worst nightmare when the oppressed stop reading their script.
Exactly. And I've talked about this before, that black people have an ability for one black person to speak for all of black people. I don't know how it works, but it's just the rule. So if you ever want to know the opinions of every black person, just ask any one of them what their stance is on an issue, and the whole population speaks through them. It's amazing.
Talk about a head-on collision, as if Rosie O'Donnell and Katie Porter banged heads chasing down a hot dog cart. But Tish didn't come to make trouble. She came to make sense. She was polite, calm, even deferential. But she committed the one unforgivable sin of the woke. She placed truth over...
Niall and Eber says Nile is black. The Nile is a huge river. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't think the Nile can't be a person. It's a very famous river.
Tribe. And it had Wiener blinking and sputtering more linguistic tofu.
I'm so sorry that you were
multiple times,
and I appreciate you talking about it. I think we need to protect the safety of all women, and that obviously that's incredibly important. And I also know that trans women are also brutalized in this country. So women and cisgender women are brutalized in this country, and we have to protect the safety of all women.
Yeah, Scott, you care about the safety of women. And Don Lemon loves the Swedish bikini team.
Hey, Don Lemon has been gay multiple times in this episode. That's very exciting. Good to remind people. But is he, come on, he's still poor here, right?
But it's all just cowardly deception. The left keeps using the language of civil rights to sell biological fiction. They've turned equality into a costume party, with women's safety being the price of admission. Because when you can't define a woman, you sure as hell can't defend one.
Got him. And I think in a previous episode of Jokes Explained, I think I did explain that it is very easy to. The definition of a woman is a European man. That's the official definition from the Bachelors of Music. Hey, we're on Thursday. Whoa, was that tires? Look, I wasn't paying attention. There we go. There we go.
Yes.
Back in the saddle.
I know the feeling. It's Friday, so you know what that means. Let's welcome tonight's guests. For a guy who sells razors, he's surprisingly dull. Comedian and founder of Western Razor, David Angelo.
A comedian and a business founder. That's what I'm talking about.
Careful, that's hot, is what he tells diners while pointing at his ass. Chef and restaurant owner Andrew Gruel. She avoids Thanksgiving because her relatives mistake her arms for the wishbone. New York Times bestselling author and Fox News contributor Kat Tipp. And to him, big and tall
there he
shops
is.
Are just shops. Former NWA World Champion, host of Planet Tires podcast, Iris.
He's got a book called What is America?
All right. Before we get to some news stories, let's do this.
Greg's Leftovers.
It's Leftovers, where I read the jokes we didn't use this week, and as always, it's my first time reading them, so if they suck, we'll place Joe Mackey in a box, mark it fragile, and
36.
check it with Spirit Air.
That's a joke about Spirit Airlines. A budget airline is not going to look after your bag, so they're gonna get Joe Mackey all beaten up. That's a great airline joke there. Perfect for stand-up bingo, but we don't have airlines covered on Gutfeld bingo. But stand-up comedy Gutfeld, they often cross paths.
Kristi Noem boasted about the new Operation Dirtbag, where Homeland Security caught 150 illegal immigrant sex offenders.
Operation Dirtbag. I love it. Now, in the old days, when Sleepy Joe, old-ass Biden was in charge, you'd actually have to prove in court that a person, you'd be basically innocent until proven dirtbag, which was an exhaustive, bureaucratic, red tape covered process. But now you are dirtbag until proven otherwise. So glad to see that we're moving more efficiently.
This is not to be confused with an earlier Operation Dirtbag when President Biden tried to find a whore for Hunter.
Wow. We got a lot of bingo cards on this one. Hunter Biden, Joe is a whore. That's 3 bingos in one go. Damn, that's fantastic stuff. And yeah, Joe Biden famously sourced whores for Hunter, probably using his laptop. And it's not, that's not cool unless you're in Florida.
This week in New York City, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree arrived. although it spent its first night in the emergency room after getting molested on the D train.
Thank you, Casket Butch, for the 45 biddies. All Rockefeller trees coming in. What's this joke going to be? What is the joke about the tree?
This week in New York City, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree arrived, although it spent its first night in the emergency room after getting molested on the D train.
Subway incidents. Now, normally when there's a crane involved, there's usually a joke about lowering the cast of The View into their chairs.
A man set a world record for snapping the most cucumbers in...
Okay. And do you know who else would do this? Probably Hillary Clinton, because she's a man-hating bitch. So I bet she fucking snaps cucumbers in half all day long. Am I right, Chet?
30 seconds with his bare hands. But another man protested
Bingo!
the record.
100 harmonica household. Congratulations on the win, and congratulations on all the harmonicas. There's the winner. There's the winner right there. Get me your link. We're going to finish off this Gutfeld when we get your link. That was the final Gutfeld bingo of the stream. We're going to be on to viewer videos after this.
Saying it's not fair that he used his hands.
Oh, wow. Nah. The joke is that Don Lemon would normally use his mouth to crack a cucumber in half, because that's what he does with penises, because he's a gay man. Very funny. Holy shit, DJ Chemix. Oh, DJ Chemix is just fucking primed with that. The fastest link in the West. Let's finish off the Gutfelds. I have to finish Gutfeld, or I can't continue my week.
You know, Jack, everything comes at a cost, bud.
Crack City, thanks for the 100 bits. Thanks for the kiss.
Cam Newton.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So good.
Wow.
So good. Newly released documents show Jeffrey Epstein ended his friendship with Bill Clinton because he thought the former president was a liar. Especially the time he said,
I never had sexual relations with that woman.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Oh, thanks for the tugging on it.
Never murder you.
Oh. Little eye roll from Greg.
Oh, here we go. An Idaho man set another world record by using a cone to catch a scoop of ice cream from a distance of 55 feet and 5 inches. This skill will come in handy if you're within 55 feet of Jerry Nadler after he had Taco Bell.
That joke is about Jerry Nadler taking a 55-foot dump. And obviously, I think this is about trajectory. I don't think it's about the length of the poo. I think it's about the force of the poo. Because I don't think it's physically even a real poo factory like Jerry Nadler could not produce that much poo. 55 burgers, 55 ice cream, 55 fries. Very good reference.
Knew that was coming.
Ew. Joy Behar was absent from back-to-back episodes of The View after injuring her foot. But don't worry, she's fine now after an emergency visit to her blacksmith.
Because she's a horse.
A new report says Sydney Sweeney and Zendaya are in a
Nice.
bitter feud over their opposing political views. You know, you hate to see these two fight, unless it's in a kiddie pool full of Jell-O.
Nice. Yeah. Get him in the
You're
Jell-O.
welcome to tug on it.
Get him in the Jell-O. So this is similar to wet t-shirt contest as I described before. Again, it's in America, women are supposed to be sort of lubed up in some way and then displayed. It's just a fun pastime. It's like baseball. Buck Melanoma. I love me some Jerry Nadler jokes. Thank you for the $2 for the hey, and don't even have to thank me. Thank Gutfeld for the Jerry Nadler jokes. He is an institution.
In California, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is revoking 17,000 driver's licenses that were given to dangerous foreign drivers, some of whom were not Asian.
Nice Asian driver joke there. And he said, surprising he said Asian, because normally he says Chinese, because they mean the same thing. Chinese and Asian is the same thing. Just a little bit of explaining there.
A Pennsylvania man said he was shot after his dog jumped on a shotgun he had placed on his bed. After hearing this story, one woman went out and got a dog.
Because she kills people.
These are good.
She kills them. She kills these
These are
people.
all hits. James Carville says former White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre needs to shut the F up about her race and sexual identity. Well, it's easy for him to say. We all can't change color by blending into a tree.
He's a lizard. Whenever, when men don't have hair, it means they are lizards.
An Indiana man has been arrested for shooting 2 dogs with a bow and arrow while supposedly hunting deer. But it might be due to his poor eyesight, since he also claimed Taylor Swift is a 10.
Yeah, she's no Sydney Sweeney, I'll tell you that much.
According to new data, no illegal immigrants were released into the U.S. in the past 6 months. Wow, no wonder I haven't seen anyone in the ocean wearing jeans. Thank you.
Is that a Mexican joke? Is that a Mexican joke? Is that what happened? Do Mexicans wear jeans? Illegal immigrant means Mexican. I mean, also, I'm glad I have to explain some of these things, but I don't understand. Is that... I've never heard that before. It's so difficult. That's a difficult one. I'm going to have to grok this after.
That is a good one. 67% of Americans agree there's no shame in asking for financial help, which is why on the way to work, I always give my spare change to the homeless.
Geraldo Rivera, no show.
Thank you.
Equals homeless.
And finally, an experimental serum could reverse baldness within 20 days. Unfortunately, it's only in rats.
And that's just a funny Photoshop right there.
That is not AI generated. All right, isn't it convenient that after the Democrats...
Okay, I'm not watching his rant. Let's get to the viewer videos. Let's get to the viewer submitted videos here. Videos that need to be explained. All right, I got one here. Time-stamped, 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Friend of the show, Christina P. Let's see what they got going.
Yeah. Can I tell you what I tried?
Yeah.
Apropos our last discussion about leg washes.
Sure.
This morning, I washed my legs and my feet in the shower.
Did you really?
Yeah.
God, so you sat down, like you sat on the bench?
No, I'm an idiot. I still forgot what that girl said, you know? So I lifted...
You bent down?
I lifted one leg up at a time. and then I balance. So like still have a bum ankle.
You have a
know?
bench in the shower.
I know. I'm an idiot. I forgot. But it's cold. I don't want to sit on the cold bench. And then I washed my feet. But then the problem is you put your foot down and then it's all slippery because there's soap on there. And there's soap on the shower. So I'm opposed to it still.
Okay.
Ta-ta there, retard.
Well, did you try it even yet?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Well, you're just anti.
Okay, so they're debating cleaning their legs.
Leg
Black.
washes.
I'm not going to fucking wash my legs and feet.
You think that's just a black people thing?
Clearly.
Well, and he's
The only one here who took the day off washes his legs and feet. No, I don't think it's a black thing. I think using a washcloth is for poor people, but I don't think that washing your legs and feet is for black people.
Oh,
I agree. I think the washcloth is a poor person thing. Because
I've only met poors who use them. I've never met.
Wait, but is it also European? Because I have European friends that do it as well.
Maybe they're poor. I don't know.
I don't know.
They
But
are.
we never did in my house.
No,
there was
it's
no time
disgusting.
for that.
I know. I've ended friendships when I saw washcloths. I'm serious. I don't want that stink on me,
Yeah.
that like poor stink.
Yeah. But I don't.
Okay, so now I don't know. These are jokes because the production crew is laughing. The joke here, is that Tom and Christine. Oh, it is Christina. Yeah. Sorry. I sometimes forget. Tom and Christina have the wealth disparities so enormous that when they say the poors, this is like a joke about, this is like they're pretending it's medieval Europe or feudal society, right? Like, they are wealthy landowners with a large staff to keep them very comfortable. And the poors are, sort of making sure that they are comfortable. And they're just kind of playing up on this joke by saying that is how it is like. I'm trying to... Again, I think that this is an opposite comedy situation, right? Where this is, it's often viewed as very gauche to speak about people who have 10,000 times less money than you in this dismissive way. So this is opposite comedy, right? Because they wouldn't actually think like this. They probably, in their private life, adore poor people and are probably have them over all the time. And not in a servant capacity. Again, you don't really know. I don't really know what goes on. So I think this might be a bit of opposite comedy. It's fascinating. They don't clean their legs. I don't know if they're talking about that they don't personally clean their legs because they have a person that cleans their legs for them. I don't know. A lot of wealthy people do have leg cleaners who will, you simply stick your leg out of the shower and a person who's not allowed to look you in the eyes will scrub down your legs and feet for you. And then that's obviously much more preferable. So maybe that's also a part of this joke. I don't know. I have not joined the Tom Segura, Christina P bracket of income yet. I'm on track to by the third quarter of 1,000 years from now. So maybe we can check back in.
Jack, everything comes at a cost.
Best Griff, thank you for the 169 bits. 169 bits. That's a very funny number of bits. 69 in there. We got another video here. 69 and a kiss. That actually is fantastic. It's good to see both of those at the same time. Very funny.
I swallow every piece of gum. What? I've swallowed every piece of gum that I've ever chewed in my life.
This is frightening.
I don't think it's cool or anything. I don't think it's fucking amazing. It's just the truth. I think it's efficiency. I don't think I want to give up the 100th of a second putting in a napkin. Just swallow that shit. I swallow every piece of gum.
What did I say earlier in the stream about the grind set and being motivated? This guy fucking gets it, right? If you stop to put your gum in the garbage, you have stopped. And if you've stopped, you've wasted time. This guy gets it. He understands you got to keep moving. You got to keep chewing. Some people who have weak digestive, you're training your digestive system to digest foreign objects. And you're building those muscles in your stomach. A lot of people think you get abs by doing sit-ups and other abdominal exercises. No. You guys just need to eat stuff that's hard to digest, and your stomach will it'll be grinding up. Like I eat rocks, I eat sticks, I eat grass. Anything that really gives me when I know that my stomach hurts, I know that my stomach is building that muscle. No pain, no gain, is the old saying goes. So try it, try it at home if you want to. You just eating stuff that makes your stomach hurt, you'll know that your stomach is building up that six-pack.
I am being viciously attacked with lies and smears. I think it's a disgrace, and I say that, They're making me out to be a very mean, bad kind of a guy, and that's not me. What the hell is going on? They're sneaky, dirty rats. Really not a bad person, by the way.
The emo.
The American dream.
Emo
is
Trump.
Dead. We're dying. We're dying. I never said I'm a perfect person, nor pretended to be someone that I'm not. Anyone who knows me knows these words don't reflect who I am. The media is so dishonest and so corrupt, and the pile-on is so amazing. The whole thing is one big fix. One big fix. It's one big ugly lie. It's one big fix. The press can't write the kind of things they write, which are lies, lies, lies.
Very very emo affected voice there. Let me explain so emo is a genre of music from about 55 years ago, where it's short for emotional. Before emo, music was totally devoid of emotions. People would feel nothing when they'd listen to it. And then emo came along, and all of a sudden people were like, wow, I'm finally feeling something. So, and it was quite obvious, a little bit dramatic. So this, you can hear it in the singer's voice here. It's very upset.
Our country is going to hell. I've always been thin-skinned. The tone is such hatred. I've been thin-skinned from day one. The tone is such hatred. I don't have to.
So now let's see if I've got a video as a little moment of zen for the stream here. Now it's not on Rumble, obviously, because I don't have a lot. Oh, this is what I'd like to see. Fucking. I was wanting to show this on Monday, but I don't know why it didn't show up on my tabs. It's supposed to be on my tabs. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to show you guys before I sign off. This is a trailer for the new Sebastian Maniscalco special. I want us all to watch it. The name is, you guys, this, if you think you've seen an Italian stand-up special, you haven't seen Sebastian Maniscalco. This is called It Ain't Right, which is Italian for It Is Not Right. And it is at a sold-out arena. I don't know if you guys were lucky enough to see this. I assume a lot of you guys are big Sebastian fans. But this looks crazy awesome. There's the arena. Look at him. He's on a Vespa. And he's got a Sebastian Maniscalco themed jacket. Oh my god, the production value is fucking incredible. But yeah, so Italians are famous for Vespas. So already we're 5 seconds in, we're laughing. It ain't right, it says it on the back. And he's doing comedy in a sort of a 4D space, which is, I think, innovative. So when there's a punchline, there's like little air jets that shoot at your legs. And when there's he tells a story about being at the water park or being at, like a restaurant with a lot of fish, that it'll spray little bits of water on your face from little hoses and stuff. And he's completely three-dimensional. So he's doing jokes for a total circle.
I have a mild case of sleep apnea.
A mild case of sleep apnea. I mean, his delivery is so bada binga.
This is where I'm at. I'm gonna tape my mouth shut so I don't pass away.
Hey, do you guys remember Joe Coy had a bit about sleep apnea as well? I wonder what. So we got the Philippine version of sleep apnea. Now we're going to see an Italian version. Oh, God.
In my sleep, if someone came to rob my house, they would look at me and go, someone was already here. Let's go.
Hey!
I went to a...
There we go. And there's this. Look at the state. I mean, imagine at this seat, you got the whole family there. You got your binoculars out. You spent $500 per ticket, and you're just laughing with the whole family, and you're passing the binoculars around. Fucking love. This is so cool.
Took out cash. By the way, you take out cash nowadays like kryptonite. This kid was in his early 20s. He's like, what is that? I said, it's money. It's used for goods and services. Some people do Venmo. Maybe you went out to dinner, somebody paid, and then the rest of the group said, no, we'll Venmo you later. No, you pay me now.
That's an Italian thing to say. You pay me now. Oh, man. He's going to be talking sleep apnea, going out to dinner, going on vacation. Maybe bring a little bit of pasta.
You ever look at Jeff Bezos 30 years ago? The guy was a complete nerd. You take a look at Bezos now, ripped to shreds on his super yacht in the Mediterranean, and the boxes keep coming.
Look at the body comedy.
Went to the doctor, nurse comes in, she's like, we're gonna need some urine. Gotta tell you people something, my sample, beautiful. I put mine next to a guy's that look like scotch. I'm not handing in root beer as a sample.
So you see the delivery is the same. So do you see how the delivery is the same for every joke? That's called professional consistency, right? If you got that Maniscalco delivery, every single joke. It's almost a little Al Pacino. It's a little Al Pacino. Anyway, fucking looking forward to that. Looking forward to that spicy meatball. I'll never be able to watch it on this channel, though. It will be protected by 6,000 lawyers. So you could just watch it on your own. Let us know what you thought about it. I'll be watching it. I won't have my family won't be there because they won't talk to me because I love Trump and they're fucking pathetic and sensitive. But I'll be watching it alone and I'll be laughing and I'll be eating a big fucking bowl of spaghetti when I watch it. Yeah, 6,000 consigliaries. Exactly. You guys, I will not see you on Jokes Explained Friday. I'm gone. Maybe I'll do an earlier stream. I don't know. I'll let you know what's going on. Maybe I won't. Go fuck yourselves. I'll see you next time.